And welcome back to my channel. This is Neka at the Chic Hustles. So I wanted to come talk to you guys about ways that you can locate your first corporate lease, or if you're looking to expand your lease, expand your list of units that you have. What are some free ways as well as some paid ways, semi-paid ways, in order to locate your first unit. Now, I had a lot of questions with people saying that different apartments have different requirements. And in my honest opinion, if you don't meet the requirements such as years in business, ABC is to just move forward, because there's apartments out there that you can find without any years in business. Another tip that I also want to recommend is, a lot of people ask me, can you give me your script? I don't have a script. There's no need to have a script in corporate housing situations because you are a business. So I want to remind you, moving forward, you are a business, okay? You are a business. You are a business, okay? So when approaching these apartment complexes, there's not really any additional things that you need outside of their general requirements to add to the scenario. I think it makes you it makes you feel kind of sketchy. It makes you feel like you're doing something that you're not supposed to be doing, but you're not. You're an organization, you're a business, just as if Airbnb or whatever big time organization was coming to the apartment complex to get a unit. So I want you guys to really keep that in mind and to make that mindset shift. So, because I had to make the mindset shift. I was so afraid to approach these apartment complexes and ask for information at first, until I realized, like, oh yeah, I'm a corporation. Like, I might be a single member LLC, but yeah. So anyway, like, comment, and subscribe. I'm going to be talking about 3 methods you can use, which are reverse engineering, just simply emailing apartments and the things that you need if you're going to be emailing apartment, and paid lists and unpaid lists or groups. So I'm going to walk you guys through this step by step. So, and I'm going to give some additional tips at the end of this video. So you guys stay along. Like, comment, subscribe again, because I got more videos coming. Yeah, let's jump into corporate leasing, or finding corporate leases. Okay, so the first method I mentioned is reverse engineering. So reverse engineering is basically, we're going to go to people that we know have already got established corporate leases. So good places that I would recommend is Hello Landing. They're a big time corporate lease organization. You can also go to Furnish Finder, and we can also use Airbnb, for example. So on Airbnb, I would probably put in something as such. You want it to be far out. You want it to be long term. Just something that if you was a business professional, how you would book. So we want to see what comes up, right? And we know Airbnb doesn't give you the exact location of the unit. Sorry, I'm checking to see if it's an apartment complex. So wherever you are located at, or you looking to get yourself established, put that location in. And I have, see, this look like an apartment complex. I'm looking to see, but you can see it's in the Midtown area, England Street. So let's say if you was in Houston and you was trying to possibly find corporate leases or leases to even do Airbnb, how you would reverse engineer this. And I'm so sorry if you're the owner of this unit. I am not trying to put you out there. But I'm just letting you guys know a way that it can be found. But you can even go as far as getting down to this street and finding the apartments that's nearby. Now, another way that you can reverse engineer, example that I have pulled up from Hello Landing, is I took this, I guess it's kind of already said. It says 6011, but I'm going to give you guys the example. So I took this unit, for example, and once again, you can always reverse engineer just by looking at these locations and kind of, getting in as close as you can. But I took a picture from one of their units. I lost it now. But what I did was I literally just screenshot it and put it in Google, okay? Because we being smart. We is being smart this year, okay? So I screenshotted it, put it in Google, and Google popped up, and Google told me what was T. Google told me, where I'm gonna find this at. So find image source, apartments. We see the same picture that Hello Landing is using. And from there, and Hello Landing still pops up, but I'm just showing you guys an example at 6011. And once again, this is not a hardcore example. This is something I found easy, but you guys, just to give you guys a concept of how to reverse engineer. So from there, I figured out that it was the 6011. Apply online. So once again, Hello Landing is a huge corporation. So yeah, they're a good place to start. Also, another place that you can look at corporate leasing, corporate housing, AHI. See, they're in Atlanta. And they have everything listed out. So we already know that these companies allow corporate leasing. Now, it may be a little bit difficult to get in at some of these places. They may have higher standards, but once again, I'm just showing you guys what I got. And also, like I said, don't forget about Furnish Finder, and same thing here. We see how far away everything is, so you can reverse engineer these properties or get a good idea. See, this is in East Point, Georgia. But yeah, so you guys get the point of reverse engineering to locate your corporate units. And you can even go on Google and type in corporate leases or corporate housing Atlanta. See, I don't even know what this is, Snap Space. But yeah, so it's just so many ways, but you can take the pictures from here or anybody else you find, put it in Google. And yeah, see, this even corporate apartments, like this just gives you outright, so it's not as hard as you might think it is. Now, like I said, the requirements may be a little difficult. So I really hope that that was beneficial and kind of self-explanatory on how we can reverse engineer listings in order to figure out apartment complexes or people that's already doing it. And you can take a lot of the guesswork out. Now, there's still some guesswork on the requirements for these apartment complexes, but I promise you, you will find one that eventually suits you. And yeah, so we're going to go to our second option, which is, drum roll please, paid lists or either community groups that kind of already do the work. I'm not against paid lists that people already have out there surfacing the internet, but I do feel as if you could do the reverse engineering, or if you want to take out all of that and just want to pay somebody, you can. But once again, I'm going to go back to the computer for you guys, or desktop, and show you guys what some of these groups look like. So if you're on Facebook, join some of these groups, because you literally have people that go out and scout these units, and they take out a lot of work for you. So So here's an example of some paid advertising. Short-term rental research with ease, 30 plus property that offer corporate leasing, phone number, address, pricing, floor plans. You can find the property. So people actually do sell lists of corporate units, which is interesting. I think it's honestly very, very smart. Houston corporate leasing for $25. You can see the rating. So people are buying it. Here's to go Panama City, new and approved, Atlanta. Honestly, y'all, I knew this was being sold, but hey, and I believe you also might can find a corporate lease script on here. Let me see. Well, hey, they got some rental agreements. I have not brought any of these listings, so I literally could not give you guys a genuine opinion or what's a good lease, what's not lease, sorry, what's a good list or not. But hey, if you're looking for some stuff, hey, it's on here. Miami as well, and it's not that much to invest in, but there you go, y'all. There you go. So this is the paid option. The option that's not, that you don't have to necessarily pay for, is groups. So this is landlords who allow short-term rental companies to sublease Airbnb and VRBO. So this person has a current inventory. She has some in Phoenix, New Orleans, Florida, West Palm Beach, Baltimore, Charlotte. She says send her a DM because it go down in the DMs. So yeah, you can join these group. This is another one in Houston. Owner approved for short-term rental, and they usually just charge a finder's fee. So sorry, I'm looking myself because this is interesting to me, y'all. And these you can use on Airbnb, VRBO. So yes, this completely takes away all guesswork here. So pretty interesting. Guys, and the last method I would say would be just simply emailing the apartment complex. Once again, just remind yourself that you are a business. I just went through, when I got my first corporate lease, I literally just went through a list of apartments in the area, and I found the leasing office information, and I emailed them and asked them, can I have a corporate housing application? And that was simple. The people that allowed corporate housing, they sent me the application back. I filled it out, and that was that. Now, some tips that I want to give, regardless if whichever method that you're going to locate this lease, is to have a professional email account. Do not email from a Gmail, okay? In your professional email, you want to also have a signature. So if I'm going to show you guys an example. I don't know why I cannot find an example in my email, but you will always want to have your name, your position. I would go as far as saying a website, GoDaddy or something, a website. And I kid y'all not, making a website is like 10 minutes. You just tell them that you're a real estate firm and you buy the domain. It literally takes minutes, but your domain, so www.sweetrentals.com, your professional email, your contact, even if it is your personal number, which can also a cell number can be brought on Google for Business. And one thing I also want to emphasize, that if you are forming your company as an LLC, that to drop the LLC. So if it's Sweet Home Rentals LLC, just be www.sweethomerentals.com. And just carry on as Sweet Home Rentals. So those are some tips I would give. And like I said, also logo, but I'm going to show you guys an example on what your signature should look like when emailing these organizations. Oh, sorry, not organization. You're emailing these apartment complex. Another tip I want to give is, if you're showing up in person, which a lot of times you don't have to. Like I said, I got my first unit from just sending an email and sending back that one-page application. However, if you are showing up in person to apply for these leases, look good, look professional, have your briefcase. I wish I could find my briefcase. You know, you don't have to go all out, but you definitely want to make sure that you're looking the part. And also remember that you are a business now, and I'm huge on professionalism. I don't care about the modern times and this going out the door. I was taught business the old way. So I'm going to dress up in my slacks and in my button down, my blazer, my heels, and I'm going to have my briefcase folder. And if you really want to go the extra mile, it doesn't hurt to get business cards. So, and I don't want you guys to get overwhelmed with the process, because it doesn't have to be overwhelming. Or if you want to take out a lot of that work, just start with the emails, and whoever you get a hit back, then go to the process. Like, okay, well, maybe I should get business card, because a lot of times they're going to ask you to tour the facility. So when you go for your tour to see if you want to secure that lease or don't, that's when you want to put your best foot forward to really show that you are a corporation. And you may have some people who don't really even care. They just want the units leased out. And I had a really fancy unit that I went and viewed, like the floor to ceiling windows. And it was so funny, y'all. I kid y'all not. I took one of my white counterparts with me to play the role. So yeah, and we was dressed to the T. We dressed down. She had her slacks with her heels and her purse, and you know, you got your one fancy purse that you take with you. I got my one fancy purse that I take with me. And we put the purse on, the heels, and literally when we got there, they asked us if we was fashion designers, because we looked so well together. But yeah, I took my white counterpart with me. I told her to bring her little binder, had one with her, and we both toured together. And you know, she knew the name of the company, my company, and that's what we did. But that was a lease that I didn't secure, but it wasn't because I didn't have all the paperwork. It was just because it was end up being out of my price range for the overhead that I wanted to take on. So that's my words of advice, and I wish you all the best of luck. I also want to say, oh yeah, I also have 2 other channels. One is for affordable fashion dupes, and another one is just lifestyle. And I'm going to link them below if you want to learn more about me outside of business. But this page will be dedicated to business, because I have tried a lot. In my 3 years, 2.5 years of trying stuff out, I have failed a lot. But I thank God that I'm able to fail and give that experience to you guys, so you guys don't have to worry about, you may fail, which is okay, but you guys can, you know, learn more about the experience and get a first-hand view of people that been there, done that. So yeah, I hope this video was very informative to you. If you have any questions, please leave them below. But I wish you guys the best of luck. And remember that your mindset is everything, which I thought was a filler. I thought people was, oh, mindset is everything. But no, as you continue to do more and more business, you realize that it genuinely is your mindset. So if you get a lot of no's, continue on, set a list, set a goal that you have in mind, and continue to push forward, because what's for you is for you, and what's supposed to happen is going to happen, period. So I will see you guys later. Like I said, like, comment, subscribe, and I wish you the best of luck.